Hello, hello. Welcome to the nurse's office. I don't believe that I have met you before. My name is Nurse Diamond. Do you know why you were sent down here to the office today? Your teacher did not tell you? Ah, shame, shame. That's okay. The reason that you're coming down one by one, everyone from your class has to come, is because it seems that we have had a little bit of a lice outbreak here at school, specifically in your grade, unfortunately. And you know, with the changing of the classrooms, going outside, you're in close proximity to others, there's a high chance that you could possibly have contracted lice. Now, no, it's okay. Don't be upset. What we'll do is we're going to check your hair. Even people with short hair, you know, your hair is rather short. Some people think that they might not get lice because they have short hair, but that in fact is not true. Lice can live in any little minuscule hairs. So what we're going to do is go ahead and check. I'm going to go through with a little comb, see if we see anything. If we do, I don't want you to be super upset and freaking out. It is okay. It's treatable. It's curable. Curable. Don't make fun of me. I've always said cure. I can't say the word. Don't make fun of me. But we will treat it. So what I want to do is just get a teensy bit of information from you, and then we will go ahead and start, okay? Alright, just have a seat right there. Let me just write a few things down. Now, sweetie, who is your teacher? Your homeroom teacher? Okay, she's very nice, huh? Yeah, I like her too. And you are going to be... Oh, what's your last name? Okay, I thought so. You are going to be the third student so far from her class. Everybody's gonna have to come. But so far, there has been one person besides you in this class with lice. Of course, that means you're 1 out of 3. Hopefully you don't have it, but if you do, it is okay. Alright, now have you noticed that your head has been itchy or feeling any different than what it usually feels like? No? Maybe? Okay. And what would you say that it maybe feels like? Sure. Of course. But have you looked at it up close, seen if there was any little buggies in there or no? Didn't think to do that? That's okay, that's why I'm here. And let's see. Not noticing anything just on first glance, but sometimes you have lice, which are the live little creepy crawlers. And then you have little nits, which is the eggs, and that is when the lice lay the little eggs on the hair shaft. That's where they'll be. So sometimes you might not see the presence of a lot of lice, but you might see the eggs. So we will check. And that should be good. Do you know if anyone in your house or your friends have had lice recently? You might not know, and that's okay, but if you do, not that you know of. Okay. What have you been doing the last couple of days? That's fun. Do you like to play outside? Good, me too. Oh, with your dog? Wow, that's very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on seeing if you have any of these little creepy buggies. So I'm going to put some gloves on. No, it's not gonna hurt at all. Do you think I would hurt you? Of course not. Let's see. What I'm gonna do first is, you see this comb that I have here? It has a long tail on the end. And I'm just going to be looking like this, separating your hair. We're gonna start in the front, look on the sides, look by the ears. Now, sweetie, there's a couple of spots that the lice really like to hang out. Base of the neck at the back, the crown of the head, behind the ears. The lice are like, yeah, this is the hangout spot. So we're gonna check those very, very good. And then we will also use a secondary comb that I have. Now, this is going to be used if we do in fact see anything. Don't worry about this little white that's like staining on the comb. It's not any lice. I'm not going to be putting lice in your hair. It's just some staining on the comb. So don't worry about that, but that's what we will use if we do in fact see anything that we need to string out, okay? So first, you just relax. This isn't going to hurt. You're not going to feel anything, but very relaxing feelings, actually. You might even get a little tingle down your spine, a little tingle. So let's go ahead and check. I'm going to begin. Is that okay with you? Okay, good. Remember, it's very important to ask before touching others if it is okay if you touch them, even if it's just a standard lice check like this. Consent for one's body is very, very important, okay? Just a little lesson there. All right, let's see. Can you turn your head just a little bit that way? I'm going to look right here on this side. A little bit concerned. That doesn't mean you need to be concerned, but I do see what looks like a couple little eggs here. Can you turn your head the opposite direction, please? Thank you. Unfortunately, my love, it does look like you have nits. I haven't seen a moving lice or louse yet, but right here in the front area on both sides, you do have some eggs. So let me step around here a little bit closer. I'm going to look more towards the top of your head. Darn, I was hoping that she wouldn't have it. But like I said, it's very, very common. And this is not very much of a surprise, though it is stinky to have. I actually had lice many years ago, and it was devastating for me. But times have changed, and it's much easier to treat them and get rid of them. Back then, I had to throw away all my stuffed animals. Well, I didn't throw them away. They had to go in, what was that, like a Ziploc bag, and then I couldn't touch them for a couple of weeks. And I loved my stuffed animals, so it was super hard and difficult. I was very upset, but you won't have to do that. Okay, turn your head just a little bit this way. Good, thank you. Okay, I just finally saw one crawling lice. Ugh. I'm gonna look behind your ear here. Yeah, definitely red back here. Okay. Turn this way. I'm gonna check this ear. Yeah, definitely a little bit here as well. Okay, So what I want to do is just run this comb right here through your hair a little bit. We don't have to remove every single one. In fact, it's likely that even with a brush like this that's going to pick up even the smallest things, that we might not be able to get them all. Usually you can't. But I do want to run it through, see if we can get something out, and then we're going to do an initial treatment on you. You will have to have your parent or guardian continue a treatment. You can likely buy it at Walmart, CVS, any drugstore. Don't worry, I will tell your parent or guardian about this. You don't have to remember. But we're just going to do an initial treatment to help start killing the lice, and then you will continue with the removal, washing your hair very good, doing the other treatments, okay? Alright, I'm so sorry. I hate that you have to do this. Like I said, it's not the end of the world, and it's not a terribly horrible, crazy thing to have. It's just an inconvenience and a tedious job to get rid of them. So let me go ahead and put this through your hair, okay? I'm going to start right here in the front. And I'm going to go the opposite direction as well and scoop backwards. Taking a little alcohol wipe here just to see if there is anything. Sometimes they'll come up a little bit of a off-white yellowy color. I know, gross, but it's true. Okay, yeah, just a couple here. So I'm going to keep running this through a few more times, and then I'll go ahead and start a treatment on you, okay? You are doing amazing. Good job. And definitely back here behind the ear, we're going to get really good. Yeah, there's more there. Go ahead and turn your head the other way. I'm going to get this ear now. And I'm going to go upwards. Upwards. And down here to the back as well. Okay. Couple things that we're gonna do. I have a treatment in this little comb. It's a comb. And what this does is as I press this button down, it's going to put that product out. It's going to spray it out, and we will comb that through your hair. This is the first step. It will start to kind of slow the lice down. And then we are going to be using a droplet serum, which is in here. And this is just another treatment. But when we drop this on, you'll hear a little tss. It's like a fizzy solution. Smells really good, surprisingly, but it does sound a little bit weird, and you'll hear it bubbling and such. That's how you know it's doing its job. And then I will be using, once we do both of those things, I will be using a cotton ball in here with a little bit more solution and just dabbing this on your scalp. We want to make sure that we treat both your scalp and the hair shaft for the lice. So I'll put that away for now. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and start using this wet solution in your hair, okay? Are you ready for that? We're just going to comb it through. No, this one's not going to hurt. And you won't hear anything probably with this one except some minor little combing sounds. The other one is the one that you'll hear. Yeah, of course. Alright, so let's get you ready. It's not going to soak you, just a little bit comes out at a time. Getting you ready. Okay, let me see if I can show you that. See that? You push the nozzle down, it comes out right there in the middle. But I don't want to push it too hard, it'll spray on your face. Alright, so let's begin. I'm just going to start combing this from the front of your hair to the back, and then we're going to do each side, okay? Alright, here we go. Perfect. And then can you just tilt your head down a little bit? I'm going to get right here on the top towards the back. Perfect. I'm going to soak it right here because this is the hot spot. See all that foam in there? Isn't that cool? Turn your face this way. Good. I'm gonna get back here in the back. Okay. That should be good. Let's set this down for now. I'm just going to take my hands and massage that in a little bit. I know that your hair is a little bit wet, but that's okay. It will dry. Make sure we get right here in the front too, where the little nits are. Alright, now to really spread that solution around, we are going to be using this. It looks like a little claw, right? But what it's going to do is just rub on your head like this in your hair, and it's just going to make sure that that solution is getting all over. And then we will go in with the sizzling drops, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and comb you with this for a little bit, and you just relax. You are doing amazing. Kind of like a little scrubber. Scrub, scrub, scrub. Very, very good. Okay, a little bit back here. That should be good. Does it feel like your whole head is wet? Okay. So what we're going to do is start placing those drops now. There's going to be quite a few. And then again, I'll use my hands to massage those in, okay? Alright. This part's the fun part, this relaxing. Okay. Are you ready? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna start placing a few drops. Some right here in the front for sure. Do you hear it? Okay. Good. A few more across the front. Now you will hear that sizzling is going to go on for maybe about a minute or so. I'm just going to rub that in a little bit, make sure it's very evenly distributed. Okay, good. Now what we're gonna do is you gotta just let that sit for a couple of minutes, maybe 1 or 2. I'm gonna go call your parent, guardian, whoever's your emergency contact on the file, and I am gonna let them know that unfortunately you do have lice, that there's been an outbreak, and that you must be picked up. I'm sorry, I know I wish you could stay and have a very fun rest of your day at school, but you just can't because lice are very, very contagious. So you do have to go home. Maybe get some ice cream. But let me make that call and I'll be back to go ahead and just dab you up with a little bit of this cotton ball. And then we'll wait for your person to pick you up, okay? Alright, sweetie, just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I made that call and they are on the way to get you. Let's finish up. Did that stop sizzling? Good. Let's finish up with one last little treatment here while we wait. Okay. And I am taking this cotton ball on a medicated little bottle here. We're just going to shake, shake, shake. And this is going to put some on there. Shake, shake, shake. Good. Had to smell it, make sure it was on there. Alright, now I'm just going to gently rub this around on your scalp in some areas, okay? Specifically the red areas, like behind your ears. A little bit up here and a little bit in the front. So I'm going to start right here in the front. Okay, good. And back here behind this ear, definitely needs it. This is going to help settle it down if you do start feeling itchy. It's like a medicated treatment. It's going to help with the redness, the itchiness, any dryness. So it's really good to have on there, especially because the chemicals that you're going to be putting in your hair to help kill these lice, they can be a little bit drying on the skin. You don't want your skin to hurt. And I don't want your skin to hurt. And a little bit up here on top. Okay, that should be pretty good. Alright, my love, you are done. You will need to go ahead and get more treatments, as I mentioned. This will help, I would say, about 85%. But I will tell your person getting you everything that they need to do and need to get. You just gotta do your job. Listen to them, They will not lead you in the wrong direction. And then you'll be back at school in no time once you're fixed. Yes, of course. Well, you just sit tight. They will be here, I'm sure, very, very soon. You can just hang out for a few minutes. I am going to put you right over to the side here, just because you do have the lice, and we have a couple of other students coming in shortly to be checked. But don't worry, I'm not going to tell anyone that you have lice. It's nothing to be ashamed of, or sad, or upset. But student confidentiality, it's our little secret, okay? I won't tell anyone. So go ahead and have a seat. You just hang out and you'll be out of here soon, okay? Alright, you're so welcome.